I canceled on our family cruise. My sister Kate had been planning this big family cruise for months. 7 days in the Caribbean with our parents, her husband Mike, and their 3 kids. She kept talking about how amazing it would be to have everyone together for a whole week. I was actually excited about it. I'd been working overtime at the hospital for months and really needed a break. Kate said she'd handle all the planning, and I just needed to show up with my bags packed. 2 weeks before we were supposed to leave, I stopped by Kate's house to drop off some paperwork for the cruise. She wasn't home, but Mike was in the garage with his buddies having a few beers. They were talking pretty loud, so I could hear everything from the driveway. Mike was telling his friends how great it was going to be because I'd be there to watch the kids while he and Kate went to the adults-only areas of the ship. He said Kate had specifically picked connecting rooms so I could babysit while they enjoyed the spa and casino. Then he laughed and said, "Best part is she has no idea." Kate told her we'd all hang out together, but really we're getting a free vacation while her sister plays nanny. His buddy asked what they'd do if I figured it out, and Mike said Kate would just guilt trip me about family obligations and how the kids love their aunt. He said I was too nice to say no once we were already on the ship. I stood there for a minute feeling like an idiot. Then I quietly got back in my car and drove home. I immediately called the cruise line and canceled my reservation. They said since it was less than 14 days I'd lose my deposit, but I didn't care. Kate called me that night asking about some paperwork for the cruise. I told her I'd canceled my trip. She freaked out and asked why, so I told her exactly what I'd heard Mike saying in the garage. She tried to deny it at first, then got mad and said I was being dramatic. She said watching her kids for a few hours wouldn't kill me, and that I should want to help family. I reminded her that I worked 12-hour shifts taking care of people all week, and that my vacation was supposed to be an actual vacation. Then she pulled out the guilt trip, just like Mike predicted. She said the kids were so excited to spend time with their favorite aunt and that I was being selfish. I told her the kids could spend time with me when we got back, but I wasn't paying $2,000 to be an unpaid babysitter. The morning they left for the cruise, I used my vacation days to fly to California instead. My college roommate, Lisa, had been begging me to visit her in San Diego for years. I spent a week at the beach, sleeping in until noon and doing absolutely nothing responsible. While Kate was dealing with 3 cranky kids on a ship, I was getting massages and drinking margaritas by the pool. I posted pictures of the sunset from my hotel balcony and got texts from several family friends saying how relaxing it looked. When Kate got back, she called me crying. Apparently, the kids had been nightmare passengers without me there to help. They couldn't enjoy any of the adult activities because someone always had to watch the children. Mike spent most of the trip in the room with sick kids while Kate tried to salvage their romantic getaway. She said the whole vacation was ruined and that it was my fault for abandoning them. I told her it wasn't my fault that she'd lied to me and planned to use me as free child heir. She said she'd learned her lesson and asked if I wanted to plan a real family trip where everyone actually got to relax. I said maybe next year, but this time I'd be doing my own research on the accommodations, and if anyone needed a babysitter, they could hire one like normal people do. 6 months later, Kate invited me on a weekend trip to the mountains. This time, she booked a cabin with enough bedrooms for everyone and hired a local teenager to watch the kids during the day. We actually had fun together for the first time in years. Mike apologized for the cruise thing and admitted they'd been taking advantage of me. He said, seeing how stressed Kate was without help made him realize how much work the kids really put in.